If only if I could tell someone how I've been feeling. Oh, hello there, Olie, Dora, Barney, Sir, Pinocchio, and Sophia. I'm very glad to see all of you today. I I don't know what to say.
I felt of becoming a real boy today, but what's the matter, Eli?
Yeah, you seem sad, and you seemed that way in recent times.
Yeah, you can tell us honestly. We're all gonna be here, and you can tell us about how you've been feeling. So, what's wrong? Okay, thank you guys. So, I've been feeling flat in recent times, and part of the reason is because I'm very low on my iron and energy, and I've been that way in recent years.
Oh no, that's awful. I understand low iron can impact feelings. Can you please tell us other reasons why you felt that way?
Alright, before I tell you the other reasons, tomorrow I'm planning to get a blood test to check how I've been feeling in terms of like how the blood's going. And on Friday, yeah, I think around Friday, I'll get an iron infusion and some vitamins.
We hope so, and it will be a process to feel better or something. So, what are the other reasons?
Alright, so one of the other reasons is because, like, when I used to go to school, I used to have hard feelings on myself. Yeah, and especially on the hard work and everything. And during my school years, I've been like sometimes somewhat struggling with just the stuff I make and how I wanted to just make it a even if some may not look the or feel the best. I it was during my hard times when I used to go to school, and by the end of 2019, I graduated. And on top of that, it was also around the time where I felt, I'd say, critical about kids shows, some during the school years, and it felt awful. And yeah, it didn't feel very good. Yeah, it's okay if some may not like preschool stuff, but it's just I myself wanted to feel good as a preschool show enthusiast. We understand, Eli. So, what happened after that? Okay, so prior to a certain event that happened a couple years ago, I'd just like to say at one point I wanted to make just a made for fun like Thomas timeline and placing like episodes in like what kinds of years. Like the CGI episodes, I was wanting to take them place in the around the 2000s and everything, because I felt it was just something fun. And then I wanted to put lots of the bad things and stresses behind me, but then there was a pandemic in March of 2020, and everyone knows how that turned out. Hey, what's going on? Eli, why do you sound so sad? I think I heard you talk about a couple things. So, what's going on? Oh, hey there, Mario. I was talking to the guys about, just how I've been feeling in recent years. Oh, yeah, and I can understand, how you can feel, and how lots of the stuff you feel feels. Okay, now, where was I? Oh yeah. One of the most terrible things I felt during my school years and the pandemic times was I felt awful influence from like fights on the internet. Oh my goodness, they felt just god awful. And there was one thing in particular that I felt was one of the worst bits of influence I've ever had in my life.
Really? What is it?
Well, it's... By the end of 2020, I watched Sorrow's Legend of the Lost Treasure from my DVD in theaters, and that was a really good experience. And one thing kinda made me feel bad. The version I watched in the theater was my ABC Kids DVD, and I myself like best from like the versions of Thomas, Bob the Builder, and Naughty are the UK dubs, and I can understand those who prefer the US dubs, and I can understand that. Okay, back on topic. So, the thing that bugged a lot of people at the time, after I told them that I watched the film, they told me about their flaws with Gordon and the Fat Controller. Like, they criticized like Gordon and the Fat Controller to like the scolding to Thomas, and it made me feel just terrible. And it really made me just darn, ugh. It just made me, I felt so bad. Oh no. I'm really sorry, Eli. And I'm glad you understand, like, my scoldings to Thomas, as it was meant to be like how I was in the books and the classic series, where I scold my engines where they do a wrongdoing, and I have a good laugh every once in a while. Thank you, sir. And it's just, I felt terrible influence and everything. And I'm glad, like, my friends, like, helped out, like, defenses on how the personalities were really meant to be like in the film, and I'm proud for that. It was also around that time where, I just felt bad on, like, when some people, felt just darn awful about some aspects of, shows and everything. And I just wanted to I just wanted to be a loyal person on things and everything. And even if some things aren't the best, but it was hard, and yeah, it was hard.
Well, we're proud of you for trying your best to understand aspects of films and shows. Even the Lost Treasure film where Fat Controller Sir scolded Thomas for his behavior, like he did in the classic stories of the series, and it was their classic personalities. Even if trying your best on those aspects can be difficult.
Yep, you got that right, Pinocchio. Ah, thanks everyone. And another one of the reasons is cause like I just get sometimes like worried about like theatrical releases, like whether they be limited or mainstream, like some like Thomas releases, like there was the Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie, and some like those specials, and the same can apply to some other shows too. And it's also a nice thing that I have my own movie theater room in my own house, so I can bring the stuff I like to the big screen again and again anytime I like. Yeah. It's nice times, and also the surround speakers help the experience too. Yeah. And yeah, there's just currently like theaters like trying to like adapt with the current times with the streaming age and everything, and yeah.
Can you please tell us one more reason?
Sure thing, Sophia. So, one more reason is cause like I sometimes like stress post. Yeah, as in like posting stuff in a stressful way, like trying to make like trying to say stuff you don't actually mean and everything. Like, for example, like I get a bit worried about like some comparisons between like the 2023 Mario film and some other previous releases, and there was even animated Mario film that was only exclusive to Japan in 1986. Yeah, and yeah, I'm sure you know what it is that I'm talking about. Don't worry, Eli. I know exactly what you mean, because like I can understand like how you feel like when it comes to just lots of things, like especially like when some like talks about like video game movies, like the recent ones, like they did better, like Sonic, and also the 2023 Mario film, which is me. Yeah, and there are some movies that many may not enjoy too much, and there are some that may have some people that may have a nostalgic connection for some of those films, myself included on some films as well. Like for example, a guilty pleasure of mine is Disney's Chicken Little, which I can understand like some may not enjoy it too much, but yeah, we can understand like yeah, sorry, I'm just having a hard time talking. Don't worry, Eli. We all understand you, and we understand you for your guilty pleasure feelings for Chicken Little. Ah, thank you, sir. And one more thing I like to say is that I used to do recasts on like films and shows, and I thought they were fun at first, and I still think they're fun, but it's just that I may not do them as much and not feel of them as much, cause some I did, some parts aren't the best on, yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean. I may still do a few sometimes, but I think it's just gonna be for fun and nothing more than that.
Come here, Eli. Let me give you a hug.
Thank you, Sophia. And thank you everyone else for understanding. Like my traumas for like my criticalness to like some preschool shows, which I didn't want to feel. And the other things I did not want to feel. But yeah, it just felt bad. So, thank you everyone.
You're welcome, Eli.
Yes. We're also glad your friends understood and felt for you during your hard times. You can soon get your blood test and iron jab. It will be a process to how you feel and think. Hopefully you won't feel as bad in the process, and not feel as bad on what some may think on what may be improvements to a previous release or so. We and you understand opinions and respect, even if some statements can be hard.
Thanks, guys. And thank you guys as well. And I want to feel like a positive person, as you already know. And yeah, that's all I like to say. Goodbye.